For the last decade, the big story in tech has been pretty simple: move everything to the cloud. But what happens when that move isn't a one-way street? Today, we are diving into a really fascinating report from Virtualization Options LLC that looks at a surprising trend in a supercritical industry, radio broadcasting, and explores why some are actually choosing to, well, move back home. Okay, let's get into it. All right, just so you know where we are, this is a seriously deep topic. This is actually part 2 of a full 10-part tutorial we're doing, all based on this incredible report. For this one, we're zeroing in on Chapter 2, really trying to understand the why behind this big strategic shift. And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? We've all kind of been conditioned to think that the cloud is the final destination, the end of the journey. But is it? Is it really the answer for everyone, for every single industry? It's time to challenge that idea. Now, to understand why anyone would even think about leaving, we have to remember why everyone rushed there in the first place. I mean, the allure of the cloud was, and let's be honest, still is, incredibly powerful, and for good reason. Just look at this list. It's the dream, right? No more buying massive, expensive servers. You can scale up for a big event and then scale right back down instantly. You get backup locations all over the globe. It was this amazing pitch. Less hardware, way more flexibility, and you only pay for what you actually use. It really seemed like the perfect fix for just about any industry looking to modernize. But here's the thing. Here's the twist. Radio broadcasting, it isn't just any industry, not even close. It plays by a completely different set of rules and has responsibilities that your average IT company just doesn't have to worry about. And this quote from the report absolutely nails the core issue. We're not talking about some e-commerce website here. Radio is critical infrastructure. It has to handle things like the emergency alert system. Think about it. When a hurricane hits and the internet goes down, the radio has to stay on. It's a public safety lifeline. And that's a level of responsibility the cloud, on its own, was never really built for. So this move back from the cloud, it is absolutely not a retreat. It's a calculated, super strategic decision. There's a name for it: cloud repatriation. It's all about taking back direct, hands-on control of the systems that simply cannot fail. And this is not as simple as flipping a switch. Oh no. This is a complete re-architecting of the entire system. You're talking about bringing the very heart of the operation, the audio processing, the playout automation, back in-house. But it has a domino effect. It touches content scheduling, how you stream online, your monitoring tools, even business systems like advertising and billing. Every single piece of this puzzle has to be planned out to the smallest detail to get that rock-solid stability you can only get with on-premises gear. But you know, all this tech, the servers, the software, that's only one part of the story. The other part, the one that's often way, way harder to solve, is the human factor. Just think about it for a second. You have an entire engineering team that's spent the last 5, maybe 10 years becoming experts in the cloud, managing virtual servers, navigating complex vendor dashboards. Now you're asking them to totally switch gears. They have to relearn, or in some cases, learn for the first time, those deep hands-on skills with physical servers, custom networks, and that super specialized broadcast equipment. It's kind of like asking a top-tier video game streamer to suddenly become an expert electrician. The skills are just fundamentally different. And that brings us to the bottom line. You can have the most brilliant technical plan in the world, but if you don't manage the people, the culture shift, and the retraining, the whole project is probably going to fall flat. The human side of this equation is everything. So does this all mean the cloud is bad, that it's the enemy? No, not at all. The real solution here, the truly smart path forward, isn't about choosing one or the other. It's about creating something new, something better, a hybrid model. And this is how it works. It's genius, really. You keep your absolute core mission-critical stuff, the live on-air broadcast, on premises, where you have total control. But then you use the cloud for all the things it's amazing at. Got decades of old shows you need to store? The cloud is perfect for that. Cheap, deep storage. Want to stream your station to millions of people online? Cloud content delivery networks are the best tool for the job. And for disaster recovery, a cloud backup is a fantastic off-site safety net. It's about using the right tool for the right job, making a deliberate choice instead of just following a trend. And that really leaves us with one last thought, and this goes way beyond just radio broadcasting. This whole story of cloud repatriation, it's about a timeless trade-off. We live in a world that is constantly selling us easy, convenient, one-click solutions for everything. And this whole journey forces us to ask a much bigger, much more important question. When is something so important, so critical, that we have to choose the harder path of direct control over the easy path of convenience?